Hello, and welcome to Uprising, Episode 6. If it sounds like I'm a little tired, it's because I am, but I'm staying up just to make sure that this show gets done. Because we got a pay-per-view to do on Saturday and Sunday. So just a moment, I got the tweet sent out, I got the stream fixed to where it says the proper game. And we got our first match set up here. Let's just hit start. Let's get this one going. It's a big week, a big week for VPW, as we got 2 episodes of Uprising this week, due to my messed up schedule. Hello! Due to the messed up sleep schedule that I have, we're going to have 2 episodes of Uprising this week. This one tonight will end with a trios match, and the one later this week will end with the final match of the trios second round tournament. Yeah. And then at the pay-per-view on Saturday, we'll have, I believe, 5 or 6 matches. And on Sunday, it's jam-packed, full of action. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening on Sunday. And the conclusion of the Trios Championship Tournament will be taking place on Sunday's pay-per-view night for Loomis 2022. But let's focus on Uprising Episode 6. As Flip and Fly make their way to the ring, Veronica Martin and Cynthia Wolf make their way to the ring. Wait, what the fuck? What the hell? Why are run-ins on? What the fuck is going on? This isn't supposed to be a thing. Well, I don't know what's happening. Rachel and Melanie just attacked Flip and Fly. Flip and Fly are going into the pay-per-view for a title shot, so maybe this is their FCW's way of getting a little retribution or some sort of, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what's going on. Cynthia never even got a chance to take off her hat. I don't know if this is going to start. Oh, yeah. Things are in the ring finally. Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Match is beginning. Finally, after a lot of issues there. Cynthia Wolf, the legal competitor for Flip and Fly, attacking Melanie Miller. I'm still just confused on why the attack even happened. Just no one is caring about the referee's decisions here. Melanie sent into the steps. Cynthia gets caught with a head scissors takedown, and now the kick to the back, and Melanie finally gets up on the apron there. Catches the knee, elbow to the knee there by Cynthia, who's still wearing her ears, but no, elbow to the face. I'm not sure what we just witnessed, really. Wasn't expecting that at all to happen there. That's just strange. But at the current moment we stand, FTW in the driver's seat after attacking the opponent's Flip and Fly before the matchup. You missed it, Rage. Flip and Fly got jumped during their entrance, and it surprised me because I didn't know that was on. Melanie with some strikes. Oh, open hand, and now captures the arm and the leg into a face buster. Both teams here, former tag champs. However, Flip and Fly on the end of, I believe, 3 previous tag team title runs. Of course, Rachel and Melanie both separately have been chasing singles gold as well as trying to retain championship opportunities as tag team stuff. Yep, English. Cynthia, handspring. Oh, that was devastating. Absolutely devastating. And she goes to the middle rope now. And another devastating maneuver, but not getting all of it. And Rachel sent into the corner here. The double chop to the chest. Yep, former 3-time tag champs, Flip and Fly. And now the alley-oop bomb from Cynthia Wolf, who's needing to tag out at this point. Now we see the former women's world champion, Veronica Martin, getting in the ring. Again, she was a world champion, not for long, though, as unfortunately for her, injury got in the way of her championship run. It's now, speaking of injuries, a possible injury on the way is Rachel Holloway with that arm bar. Tag made to Melanie. Melanie with a big rounding kick to the head, and now goes for the Irish whip into the corner. Part of me wonders if, again, that attack from before, could that be FTW's way of showing that they deserve the shot more than Flip and Fly? However, Melanie now, oh, spiking DDT from the corner. Miller goes to the tag. As we're keeping fresh opponents, well, fresh partners or whatever you want to call it, into this matchup. As Veronica with that kick to the gut goes right back into the offense here. As collar and elbow. Body slams her down. Knocks her own partner off the apron, but still gets the elbow drop. And now the springboard Phoenix Splash. And now follows, oh, the pile driver. This one could be over here in a minute if Veronica Martin and Cynthia Wolf can line up their attacks properly. There's a tag made here. Irish whip, drop down, and a drop kick there, catching her off guard. Cynthia, though, gets caught with a kick to the gut by Holloway. Jawbreaker. I don't know how effective a jawbreaker like that can be on someone who's much shorter than you are. However, Cynthia gets the first grapple on Melanie. Takedown at the knee. Wait a minute, speaking of knees. No, this one's a drop kick to the side of the head. Melanie's right back up, though. Martin in. Oh, wait a minute. Backslide driver. Gonna tag Rachel in so she can go for the cover. Never mind, I guess not. Irish whip sends her to the outside, is not following up on anything right here. Just standing dead center of the ring, stare down. Oh, flipping off Cynthia Wolf. Tell her how you really feel, Rachel. Oh. Had a struggle there with the camera, as Rachel was not letting the cameraman know her next move. Oh, wait for that boot to the gut. I think she was trying to go for that stuff and powerbomb, whatever. I think it's stuff and powerbomb anyways. Knee to the gut gets blocked. Cynthia struggling on the apron. The Tiger Suplex. Now Veronica God damn it. Where'd Cynthia go? Falcon Arrow. 1, 2, no. Springboard and splashes. Cynthia Wolf is having a struggle over there, really. Veronica keeping on the offense here. I swear to God, Cynthia, just stay on the fucking apron. Thank you. Cynthia in the ring now as Veronica's going to struggle with the apron here. Kick to the gut and the Shining Wizard. 1, 2. No, Holloway's able to kick out at 2 there. Cynthia now to the top rope and Veronica struggling on the corner or on the ropes there. What is this? Cynthia turns around. Oh, Whisper in the wind. But there was no one home. However, Cynthia still gets the upper hand with the Irish whip there. Look at these strikes. Oh, and a big heel kick to the face. To the outside goes Melanie. And now Cynthia Wolf from the top with a splash on the outside. But Melanie still, well, she's tired of the constant getting up and down off the apron too. She tried to stop it. Headbutt by Wolf, and again Veronica struggling. Flip and Fly are not having a good day with that ringside area. Melanie going right. Oh. It doesn't seem like either team has been able to really get into that next gear. Melanie, she's not the legal competitor. Go back after Cynthia. What are you doing? Count of 5 of 20. Cynthia knocking Veronica off the apron just when I think she was about to get the hang of it. Uh-oh, Samoan drop on the floor. God, I cannot stand what is happening to the Flip and Fly right now. Just stay on the apron, for fuck's sakes. Back in the ring, gets caught with a chop by Cynthia Wolf, sends in the corner. And the double hand chop again. Follows with the alley-oop out of the corner on Melanie now as catches the legs. Well, went for that German suplex, but gets caught. Melanie with a takedown there with the snapmare. Followed up with some well-placed hip attacks to the face. Rachel finally gets a tag as now Veronica gets tagged in as well. Repeated strikes. Now the hammerlock suplex. And Rachel's out of here. Oh, wait a minute. Melanie. Vertebreaker. 1, 2, no. Melanie lifts her up for a backslide driver. Plants her. Wait a minute. She got out of the way of the stomp, but gets caught. Captured the arm and the leg. Oh, the suplex on the head. It tags back out to Rachel Holloway. Veronica Martin not in a good place right now as she just got dropped on her head 3 times in a row. Cynthia just waking up on the outside, doesn't know where she's at. Trying to figure it out. The enziguri by Holloway. Cover attempted by Holloway. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Rachel, I think, was going for that powerbomb again, but got stopped. Oh, and the spear gets blocked with a knee to the face. Flip and fly. Need to get back in this one to prove themselves worthy of another shot at the championships. Of course, to be fair, they only won the opportunity for the tag titles due to a referee missed call. Oh, wait a minute. Cynthia now gets caught. Breaker again, this time to Cynthia Wolf. 1, 2, no. Melanie wise to the situation. Straight into the Cobra Clutch crossface to try to tap out Cynthia Wolf. Wasn't enough as she just decided to relinquish the hold and to tag back out of the matchup. Rachel now. No, diamond cutter blocked. Sending the buckles again. Needed the gut. Oh, kick to the gut there. Made back out to Melanie. Keep the pressure of the two in the matchup for the moment. Now into that corner goes Cynthia. Melanie's been using this this corner post DDT quite a bit, and it's been working. As that DDT drops her on her head and stomps on the face as well. Out of the way. Oh, dodges that strike, but catches her. And speaking of DDTs, pulls her through the ropes, and she's hanging off the bottom rope for another DDT. Seems like Melanie's going for head trauma in this matchup so far as she picks her back up. Tries to pull her to the corner, but Cynthia able to break it up with some well-placed elbow strikes. Speaking of elbows, one to the side of the head there is now the neck breaker on the knee, and a neck breaker drop down to the mat. Now again, tries to bring her to the corner, but not allowed. The forearm. Oh, the axe kick. Gee, what are these strikes? Oh, the tornado kick to the face. Melanie right back up. Veronica sends her into the buckle now. Up on the shoulder. No. Miller falls down behind and drops the neck breaker on Veronica Martin. Speaking of dropping, there's a knee. And now a knee drop to the arm. Just really well-placed strikes. Oh, here it comes. The power bomb by Rachel. Plants her down. No pin off, well, no immediate pin, but now there's a pin. 1, 2, no. Rachel doesn't know what to do. She's going to go to the top rope now. Oh, a frog splash. Twisting in midair. 1, 2, no. done with her. She's done. She tagged out. She's letting Melanie get in there. Oh, Melanie ducks under the kick, catches her for a vertebraker. Cover. 1, 2, and the breakup at 2 is, I don't know where the hell Rachel was thinking about going.
1, 2, 1.
Oh, wait a minute. Melanie catches Cynthia with a backslide driver. Oh my God, no. Oh no, another vertebraker on Cynthia for no reason whatsoever. Cynthia has to get out of there. She's definitely hurt after that one, but Jesus. No one there to tag out to. Veronica trying desperately to get something going for herself here, but Melanie broke out of the grasp, but gets caught again, sends into the corner. Gets the body slam, but Melanie making the crawl to avoid the contact of that dive. Rachel Holloway in the ring, sends her back into the corner. Oh, the knuckle lock. Erica Rana. Cover. Look at that. The crossface there on the pin and the breakup by Cynthia. Holloway not having it. The backdrop driver. The angle of the head as she landed as Holloway to the top for another. Oh, an elbow drop this time. I was expecting another frog splash. Jawbreaker by Martin. And now the Tiger suplex again. Lifts her up. Sends her into the corner. I think she's trying to put her in place for something big here. Body slams down. Best moonsault ever. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Veronica Martin picks up the win for Flip and Fly ahead of the title match with that best moonsault ever.
Here are your winners.
Cynthia getting back in the ring finally after being dropped on her head so many times. But congratulations to Flip and Fly, another win in the books for them. Let's move on to our next matchup. The next match will determine the challenger for Holly Lance's television championship. All right, let's fingers crossed there's no more interruptions. Or not interruptions, no more run-ins, because I'm pretty sure those aren't supposed to be on, but for some reason they were on last time.
The following
Vanessa Virus
for
makes her way to the ring first here.
Making her way to the ring, residing in Hollywood, California, the Disaster.
Vanessa Virus previously in the television championship tournament. Ended up not winning the tournament, obviously, but she's been driven for that championship. Tonight she gets another chance to prove herself to the audiences of VPW for another shot at that television championship, the newly designed television championship, I should add.
And from Yamaguchi, Japan, Cheryl.
However, Vanessa going up against Cherry Bomb here, who has already been to a championship victory, as she held a pure championship for a moment in time a few months ago. I'd say maybe it's been maybe a year since she held the pure championship now, I guess. Or just about. However, she's got the chance to go for the TV championship I believe this Sunday is when that match is set to take place. Of course, Vanessa, as the usual, has a size advantage over her opponent, but do not let the size advantage fool you. She's quick with that spinning heel kick that she does so well. However, her opponent here tonight, Cherry Bomb, completely prepared for any sort of striking. And she's a bit of a striker herself. She's got a lot going on for her, that Cherry Strong style, as she likes to call it. As you see, the strikes just flood the opponent as she goes for that face buster as well. Seems like she's trying to end the match quick as well. That's one thing I'm noticing is after every move she's hit so far, she's tried to go for a cover, but Vanessa springboard crossbody out of nowhere there. Jawbreaker by Cherry Bomb, and the roundhouse kicks to the sides. Go behind, but gets caught with an elbow to the face. Oh, and a hip toss. Vanessa to the middle rope. Double axe handle to the head. She's not doing anything terribly flashy in this matchup. She's not taking that risk just yet. Of course, this early on, you don't want to risk anything too major because of, I mean, if you risk something too early on and it doesn't pay off, that could be the downfall of you for the entire matchup. As now Cherry Bomb must have seen the last match as she sends Vanessa through the ropes for a DDT. Cherry Bomb in firm control of the matchup so far. Lifts up Virus. And another neck breaker. Oh, there's the spinning heel kick I was talking about. She can just hit it out of nowhere. And here comes the Suicide Solution immediately after. I don't know where she got that, but she just randomly decided to pull out both of her biggest moves, one in a row, or whatever. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there, though. One after another is what I was trying to say. Jesus. Cherry Bomb to the top. And the double stop. I don't know if she got any of it. Oh, but that hand straight to the face and the back rake. And again, the claws just sinking into the back. Jesus, what is my English today? Sent to the floor. Virus going to take her time here. Oh, never mind. Vanessa Virus to the top rope. Sight set on the outside, the crossbody, and she lands it. Picture perfect crossbody to the outside. Harris catches her again and now sends her to the steel. And this is a shot at the television championship. No reason to take any unwarranted or unneeded chances with some of these offensive moves. But the German suplex. Her arm just smashes against the apron there. Knee lift to the faces. They're getting dangerously close to someone possibly landing on one of those sharp edges of those steel steps. Cherry must have heard me as she threw her away. Vanessa Virus returns to the ring, catches with a roundhouse and a chop, forearm, and now flatliners are down, goes to the cover. 1, 2, no. Ever since Vanessa hit that crossbody on the outside, she's been decently in control for this matchup. Fucking spoke too soon. Oh! Both of them going for their strikes at the same time, but Cherry was just quicker. Cherry strong style, no block. There's the roundhouse kick. And a spinning heel kick, I guess. And suicide solution again. The fans are chanting one more time, but Vanessa Virus does not care what they think. She wants to get this match in the bag. 1, 2, 3, no! Maybe one more time was necessary. Going for the submission. Locked in the camel clutch. I can't see. Oh, cherry bomb forced to tap. So now it's going to be Vanessa Virus versus Holly Lance for the television championship.
Here is your winner, the Disaster.
All right, next up. Here we go. Jay Jones makes his way to the ring here on Uprising episode 6. The VPW Rumble winner back in January.
Making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 228 pounds, Jay Jones.
As I was saying, back in January, won the VPW Rumble at Redemption, but it's been staggering and not really getting back to that spot he had there. But he can make the opportunities he's given worthwhile if he just continues doing what he's doing. Tonight he's got Will O'Connor. Will O'Connor, of course, in action later this week in the final match of round 2 of the Trios tournament. Will O'Connor, of course, like I said, will be in action later this week, but also will be in action
from Melbourne, Australia,
on night 1 of Loomis.
Pounds, Will O'Connor.
As the team of Will O'Connor and J Rain made their way to the last episode of Legacy, I believe. Let me check. Yes. So on the last episode of Legacy, Will O'Connor and J Rain, a rare team up between the two, got the job done against Prestige. So those two will be the ones facing the Clergy at Loomis Night 1 for the VPW Tag Team Championships. And again, they have a shot at possibly going for the VPW Trios Tag Championships one day later. We could very well see Gentlemen's Club as double champs by the time Loomis Night 1 and Night 2 are over. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie up, and O'Connor gets the... Oh, wait a minute. Jay with a neck breaker there, or the inverted DDT, if you will. Stops the chest, now goes after each limb, targeting very precisely, and now the stomp to the face. Follows up with a brainbuster. Oh, misses the knee drop, though, as Will O'Connor willingly getting out of the way. That was a terrible pun. Double leg takedown and top mount, the pawn strikes. He rolls out of the way, catches him, sling blade. Oh, tried to roll into something but gets caught. And again, drop down into the reverse DDT. Oh, but a boot to the face there by O'Connor. But he catches the leg on the second attempt there. Return the favor, knee to the gut. Sends in the buckle. Knife edge chop to the chest. And now Will to the top rope. The old man's gonna fly with a frog splash. Jay Jones, like I said, had an opportunity with that World Championship matchup at Kingdom, was unsuccessful at Kingdom, and he's since had multiple opportunities for, I believe, the Intercontinental, and I think he was in the World Title Chamber matchup at Crossfire, if I remember correctly. But right now, he's going up against Will O'Connor, who's a former hardcore champion and just got dropped on the apron. And now the Dr. Bomb on the floor to follow that up. Oh my God, and he's going for it again, and he plants him down. It's been a while since I've seen repeated doctor bombs in VPW, but he just got hit with 2. Will casually gets back in the ring, but gets caught by Jay with a hammerlock. Northern Light suplexes now, floats over into a final cut. Lifts him back up again. Ripcord, knee to the face. And he's calling for it. Turn around, you're done for, kid. The boot to the face. 1, 2, no. Only getting a 2 count off that kick to the face. The Claymore is now the knee drop. Jay Jones showing a little more of a mean streak here as he's just methodically stomping. As he lifts him up again, another. Wait a minute, this time, oh, the gut buster. Rolls out of the way, the kick gets caught. Up on the shoulder, and just like earlier, this time Will's able to drop down from the power slam position. O'Connor bringing him to the corner, smashes his face into the buckle. Oh, didn't act on it quick enough. Snapmare takedown. Drop kick to the side of the head, but I guess he's hurting in his back there. Catches him with the leg for the dragon screw leg whip. Lifts him back up, knee to the gut, no, blocks it. Oh, flips him, and the V-trigger. Rolling, oh, the flatliner. Wait, Jay's right back up. But he gets caught, DDT. And he's back up again, or he tried to before he got caught. Boot to the chin. And O'Connor climbs to the top for another big move here. The Phoenix Splash. Lifts him up. Turns him around. Oh, the elbow to the face though by Jay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. I thought he was going up to the top, but he changed his mind. The punch gets blocked, kick to the gut. He's leaning on the ropes here. Irish whip. Oh, and the capo kick. Lifts him up. Knee to the face again. Cover. 1, 2, no. Jones lifts him up. Oh, and the running knee strike. 1, 2, no, just barely. He just barely got his shoulder up. Brings him to his feet for a vertical suplex there. Transition into the back suplex does Jones. He's up there, the stomp goes, oh, misses the rolling flatliner, but gets caught. German suplex, now the dragon suplex. The Chimera Plex combination, straight jacket German. And the power bomb, popped them into the V-trigger again. Off the ropes, another direct knee to the face, and this time, I think it caused serious damage. 1, 2, 3. Jay Jones with a V-trigger followed with a dropping knee to the face, cutting open the face of Will O'Connor, and then going straight for the cover, pinning Will O'Connor. Will took a hefty amount of knees to the face.
Here is your winner,
just a big opportunity for Jay Jones to pick up a win right now, as things are about to change in VPW come this weekend. We move on to our co-main event of the evening. Another Gentlemen's Club member booked tonight. Here we go. Elijah Maverick makes his way to the ring first, and he's got so many scores to settle here. But Gentlemen's Club 100% has his number.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Living Legends, from Manhattan, New York, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Brawler, Elijah Maverick.
As I was saying, Elijah Maverick has had quite the record against Gentlemen's Club, and by quite the record, I mean he's lost every single encounter he's had with the Gentlemen's Club. He has lost to all three members individually. He has lost to all three members together. And he's also had the team he hired to fight Gentlemen's Club lose to them as well. He's just not having a good time. Hello. God damn it, auto mod. Pussy is okay. However, J-Ray
his opponent from Frankfurt,
makes his way
Germany,
here to the ring.
weighing in at 186 pounds,
J-Rain, former United States champion, the only member of Gentlemen's Club, though, to never hold the Hardcore Championship. His hair is not liking that right now. J-Rain, of course, like I said, one of the he's a part of Gentlemen's Club, and he's also defeated Elijah Maverick. I keep hearing something about there being more of them, but I'm not too sure about that. As Jay and Elijah start this one off, Elijah starts with a big snake eyes in the corner. get a little bit of retribution against these guys at this point. He's completely lost compared to what they've got going on. Like, they got a tag title opportunity at the pay-per-view. They have a chance at the Trios Championships if they're able to win later this week. They have way more going for them than they probably deserve at this moment. Or not deserve, but need, I should say. Because they're definitely deserving of the opportunities after the impressive showings they've had lately. Elijah, though, does not care about the showings they've had. He just wants to inflict pain on all three members, and he wants to do it as frequently as possible, but it's never going his way, as now Jay gets caught by a kick to the stomach and the shooting star press. Elijah, it seems like he's really trying to be more aggressive in this matchup, and threw him so hard back into the buckle that he turned around and, oh God. Oh, the power bomb off the top. 1, 2, no. The fans showing their appreciation after that bomb out of the corner. Turns him around. Waistlock. Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. Drop down. Oh, the knee gets blocked, though. And now Maverick, vertical suplex, stalls him, though, letting the blood rush to the head. He drops him down. The fans just gasp. Oh, wait a minute. Jay Rain. Wait a minute. Jay with a twist of fate. Ironically, a twist of fate for himself in the matchup. He's able to get back in this one. A bunch of strikes. Misses the stop, though. Elijah just takes him down hard with that shoulder tackle. Oh, goes for the belly to belly, elbow to the face. Clotheslines him to the floor. Jay lifts him up. Boots. Oh, the just repeated strikes. Punch to the face. Oh, and he collapses onto the guardrail. Oh, and sends him into the barrier. Shooting star on the outside. Jay Rain's got to throw everything he can at him. It's the best option. Oh, God, he's got him up in the air, though. Oh, flat on the floor with that military press. Lifts him up. And the face on the apron. Elijah using his environment to his advantage. Oh, wait a minute, no, reversal. Just stomps on the hand there. Jay gets back in the ring here. Maverick follows suit. Oh, blocks the body strike, catches him, rolls out of the way. Oh, Jay with the, oh my God. Turned him inside out with that stomp. Oh, he went for the, I think he went for the cutter, but got blocked. Belly to belly. Top mount and the punches straight to the face. He's absolutely frustrated. Reasonably so at this point for him. Bust open, Jay Rain goes for the submission. He's got the arm and the leg captured here. Jay's able to break it though. Damage done, as you can see the blood already pouring from his head. Sets him on the ropes. Wait a minute. What is this? Oh, wait a minute. Just traps him in the ropes and just throwing as many strikes as he could. Shooting star press. Just doing whatever he can to stay in this matchup. Shooting star again, but the knees were up. Spine buster in his head. may have hit the bottom buckle. One, two, no. Jay's still in this one. Lifts up, Jay Rain. Pops up for the face buster. The slapjack, 1, 2, no, again he's able to kick out. Oh, he's absolutely done with this matchup, just power bombs him. Jay's really feeling the effects of it as he lifts him up again. Jay, though, blocks the strike. Oh, wait a minute, pedigree! Pedigree! Plants him down. Oh, he's taking too much time. Way too much time on the pin there. 1, 2. Oh, there you see it, the kick out at 2. Oh, locks in a submission. Just reach, you could get this, you could get a rope break if you just reach slightly to your left or up above you. And he's able to do so as the rope break stops the submission. Just, oh, wait a minute, kick to the back, but Elijah right up to his feet, lifts him up on the shoulders here. Just guillotines him on the top rope. Elijah Maverick, this is a driven, oh my God, the German suplex. As I said, a man driven with hatred right now. He hates Gentleman's Club, and he's taking it all out on one man, and that's Jay Rain right now. The spine buster again. Separates him from the ropes. 1, 2. No, Jay's able to kick out again. I don't know how much he has left in him after that. The slapjack for a second time. Plants him down. Cover hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. Elijah Maverick finally has a win over one member of the Gentleman's Club. After all of this time, he finally got it.
Here is your winner, the Brawler, Elijah Maverick.
Elijah Maverick celebrating his win here. Where was that money? Where was he hiding that money? This isn't sanitary. I don't agree with what he's about to do here, I think. Don't. Oh, come on. You got one win over the guys and you're shoving butt cheek money in his mouth. That's not good. Anyways, we gotta move on from that onto our main event for the evening.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 741 pounds.
Adrian Black has his television championship matchup at the pay-per-view, but they're looking to secure the Trios championship match on night 2. Or at least 2 of the members of this trio are trying to secure a spot for the titles. Adrian, not nearly as much, or at least he's trying to make it seem that way. He was the one to get the winning pinfalls in that Hell in a Cell match that was a surprise to all of us on whenever it was. However, the opponents here, Blade, Mamba, and Ray, also participated in that same match type at Wrestle Wars, but tonight they're just going to be in a normal standard trios match against each other. Joe Blade leading the charge here. Out of the 3 in that team, though, Jonathan Ray, the only one not to hold championship gold in the VPW so far. Blade and Adrian starting this one off. The history between these two for the VPW championship goes back a while, and also, I believe, the Intercontinental Championship. I think Joe was the one to finally dethrone Adrian Black for the Intercontinental Championship. Though Joe was the one to dethrone Adrian for the Intercontinental Championship, I think it was Adrian that was the one to finally dethrone Joe Blade for the World Championship. At least the first time, is now the knee lift to the face and the neck breaker. Speaking of neck breakers, there's one, and a butterfly suplex on the way. No, wait a minute. Reversal by Black, but it gets shoved away by Blade with the shoulder post head scissors takedown. And now tags out to Jonathan Ray. One of these teams will face the winner of the next matchup in the tournament, which will be Gentleman's Club or All Arkham Rejects. Now the butterfly suplex by Adrian on Jonathan. This is that chop gets caught. Some quad kicks to the chest. Flips him over, going for the cross leg. The bow and arrow submission on Adrian. Both Joe and Jonathan trying quickly for submissions. Cover attempted, but an immediate kick out there. Springboard clotheslines him down. Tags in the big man, Georgie Mack. Some heavy strikes here on Jonathan. Sets him down in the middle rope. Off the ropes he goes. Oh, and the big elbow to the back of the head there. And now the headbutt to the gut. Georgie Mack, former hardcore champion. I believe 2-time hardcore champion. Mamba, former hardcore champion. Chase, former tag champion with Georgie Mack. Adrian Black, former Intercontinental champion, former television champion, former hardcore champion, and world champion. Joe Blade on the other side is a former Intercontinental champion, world champion, and world heavyweight champion when he unified the championships. Jonathan Ray, literally the only man in this match to never hold a championship in VPW. As he lifts up Chase Hawkins, kicks. Oh, the kicks keep coming, and the knee to the face usually sets up the end with that Anaconda Vice, but he knocks him down and, oh, not going for it. Lifts him back up. Tries to put him in the buckle as he was already there, but he gets reversed with some elbows to the gut. Reverse to the inverted DDT. And now Hawkins with a face buster on Jonathan. Cover. 1, 2, no. Almost got a 3 there right off the bat on Jonathan Ray. Oh, the kick. Cover. 1, 2, and you notice the difference. The scumbags were immediately in there to break up the pin, whereas when it was one of the other members of the other side getting pinned, there was no chance of them trying to break up any pins or submissions. It almost seems like to me that the scumbags actually want this win more than Adrian Black at least wants to make it seem like. Is Hawkins now back up to his feet, gets the strike, but no, it was blocked. Blade with the backbreaker, and again, just tosses him aside. Of course, Chase Hawkins, his history of injuries are no secret to VPW and the wrestlers backstage and in the ring. So he's got to be careful in there as he gets caught with a kick to the gut. We know where this is going to lead. The hammerlock DDT. Covering out, but a rope break. Lifts him up. He's going to go for that power bomb right in the face of Adrian Black. The move that Adrian Black also does. Plants him down with it. Rolls him over for the cover. Just barely center of the ring there. Cover of 2, well, count of 2, and now Georgie breaks up the German suplex there. And the belly to belly plants him down. Magneto Ray. He's going after Hawkins and kicks him away. Georgie gets in the ring officially now. Oh, wait a minute, Georgie! End of days! No, reversal! Catches him with a neck breaker. Tags out to Mamba. He got caught slacking on a couple of strikes. Mamba in the match for the first time, though. The wrist lock. Oh, and the snap of the fingers into the cutter. Mamba catches him by the head there, bringing him into the corner. No, gets stopped just ahead of the buckle. Georgie suplex. No, Mamba gets out of the suplex predicament into a German suplex. Lifts him up. Mamba now. Cradle pile driver. Picking one up from Jacob Wells after their little mini feud. Not able to get the pin though on Georgie. The stomp followed by the kick. Georgie Mack in a dangerous position at this point in the matchup. He's on the mat and getting stomped repeatedly on the hand. The jawbreaker though. Charges in, catches him for the brain buster. Oh no. Georgie Mack with the razor's edge on Joe Bleed. Cover. 1, 2, no. Adrian Black now tagged in. Lifts up Joe. Oh, and he's going to hit him with his own move. The move they both use and have won championships with. Roll him over for the pin. 1, 2, no. He had him dead to right center of the ring, but it wasn't enough. Cradle drive, the cradle driver, whatever, the backside driver, whatever the fucking crucifix driver. Crucifix driver was the word I was looking for. Jesus. End of days on Joe Blade. Everyone just hitting their moves. 1, 2. Oh, the breakup was missed. Jonathan Ray missed the pin there as he tried to break it up. Oh, he charged in for the spearman, gets caught with a flatliner. Georgie throwing a tantrum here as he pulls at the neck and stomps the face into the mat. Oh, Jonathan Ray got in the ring by accident and got caught and punished for it. Georgie now goes for DDT though by Blade. Pulling him across the ring to that corner. Only Mamba there to stop anything from happening at this point though. Oh, the clothesline sends him out. Adrian tagged back in as Joe Blade on the outside. He's gonna follow out to the ringside area, but he gets caught. No, blocks the forearm. Oh, the knee to the gut. Oh, misses the elbow. Back and forth on the outside. Joe, though, lifts him up on the shoulders. And the face buster on the apron. Sends him back in the ring, though. Mutual respect in a way that to not do too much on the outside. Bring him back in where it could be as a fair fight. Or as fair as it can be in this kind of matchup with the size comparison between these two is tagging Mamba back in. Adrian gets caught, no, boot to the gut. Springboard, the clothesline misses, stomp, oh, misses the stomp on the arm there. Springboard misses the cutter. Both of them go for strikes. Adrian got there quicker though. The strikes just keep coming. Sent into the corner now. Knockouts chopped in the buckle. Irish whip to the other side. And the shotgun drop kick. This is Adrian Black, more determined than we've seen him in a while. Gets out of the way of the kick. Oh, the V-trigger. Away from the ropes for the pin. 1, 2. No, Georgie's able to kick out at 2. Mamba now exploders him into the corner, gets him away from his teammates there. Goes for the flatliner, gets caught with an elbow to the side of the head though. Wait a minute, Georgie avoided the discus, catches him with a dragon suplex. Adrian Black tags in again. Lifting up Mamba. Suplexes him down hard. Springboard moonsault as Mamba tried to go for a tag. Drops the elbow to the back as well. Adrian lifts up Mamba. Going for, I think, that Tiger driver, but gets blocked. Kick out the leg and big forearm to the face to knock him down. Tags Blade back in. Oh, Blade now. The power bomb again, this time on Adrian. Cover now. 1, 2, no. Notice how they're tagging back and forth, Mamba and Blade, but not letting Jonathan get in there that much. Mamba to the top rope now. Diving elbow drop returns the favor, receded. Receipt there. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Mamba's looking to end this one here. Forearm to the face. Could this be a bitter end for the Scumbags? Cover. 1, 2, and the breakup at 2. Hawkins sent to the floor as Mamba sets his sights back on Black in the senton. Tags Blade in. He's going to charge right in for the cover, of course. 1. Ooh. Emphatic kick out there at 1. Oh, boot to the face. Adrian with a DDT. Georgie now tagged in. Oh, okay. Georgie with the top mount and the hammer fist to the face of Joe Blade. Forearm strikes now. Tags in Chase Hawkins. Oh, Hawkins dodges. I think Hawkins just narrowly avoided that power bomb by Blade, but now stomps the shoulder. Tags Georgie back in. Georgie's looking to end Joe Blade here once and for all for the Scumbags. The high cross, he's going to send him back to his own corner. Oh, planted. Cover. 1, and Jonathan's able to break it up. Oh, wait a minute, dodges the clothesline. Georgie, though. Oh, wait a minute. He set his sights on the wrong guy there for a second, but Chase Hawkins back in. Chase Hawkins now looking in this one. Zigzags him. 1, 2, 3. The Scumbags continue on in the tournament. Continuing on into the tournament and also handing Blade, Mamba, and Ray their first ever loss as a team.
Here are your winners.
Big win for these guys after what they just went through on Legacy. I'm surprised they had enough in the tank to continue on tonight, but they did, and they're going to the finals. These 3 men will be in that ladder match at Loomis. However, that was your main event for the night, and we'll see you guys later this week. But again, thank you to our partners, Joshi Star Wrestling, Battlefront Industry, WPW, and LGF. And I want to thank you all again for watching. We'll see you on episode 7 later this week.